Now what? This is the 71st day of my fourth year of doing this, 71st day, right. And the reason I say now what is because the Christmas holidays are over today for school children in public schools, at least in the United States. And although it's now years back that I actually had real live students out there that I was teaching to, I still orient myself a little bit that way. And what I used to do after the summer vacation and after a long vacation like at Christmas, when the kids came back, I would immediately go into something that no other teacher would be doing. I usually showed a Shakespearean play as a film. And I thought long and hard about just what should I do this and what should I do if I did, because I've been through most of the Shakespearean plays, or many of them. King Lear and Othello are just too dark, I think, for this time of year. I don't want to do them now. And I only want to do ones that have really good film versions of it. Does Twelfth Night qualify? Well, I think so. There are things about the Shakespeare's play, Twelfth Night, which I don't like at present anyway. And there are also things I don't understand. But I want to guide you through the viewing of it. That will take about a week, maybe a little bit over a week. And that will get us back in the groove, you might say. Today is Twelfth Night, January 5th, or else tomorrow, January 6th. I guess there's debate about which it is, but the Twelfth Night of Christmas. And the play was intended to be performed at Twelfth Night. So that's just so appropriate. It's hard to pass up. And also at the end of Shakespeare in Love, Queen Elizabeth, the character Queen Elizabeth says, do something more cheerful now after Romeo and Juliet, something for Twelfth Night. I thought, okay, here we go. So that's what I plan to do immediately. But I also have things to clean up. I have laid a very hectic time on myself over the last 6 months really, since the summer. With all the stuff I've been doing outside, and I've been bringing it into the course as well, usually through the number 3.190 or something. Well, I've got to clean some of those things up. Also, let me start by saying that the choral music, the Advent and Christmas Baroque choral music, I'm going to leave it. And I thought I wanted to say more about it, but I realized I can cross-reference to my own course. If you will go to this number up there, the first year, the 158th day, first video, and I'll give you the link in the description. There, I'm talking about Baroque music. I did that the very first year in the chronological survey of the humanities. And I think I did fine. It's interesting to me to see how much younger I look at that time 3 years ago. The one thing I don't mention there, and I still do want to mention, is the cantata Herz und Mund und Tat und Leben. My choir's never done that, but I'll give you a link for it too, because the final movement of it is where you'll hear the original version, pretty much the original version of Jesu, Joy of Man's Desiring. It is so famous. It is used in so many weddings, and it actually was originally part of a choral piece, and it's lovely. So I'll give you that link, and I want to mention that. But other than that, just go see what I have to say there. I think I covered it pretty well. All right, the prospectus, I still am not quite finished with it. I still have a few more comments I want to make on the prospectus of this Handwerkers Hof, this craftsman's village that I'm trying to make. Playlists, I've got a lot of playlists I need to update and put in my course. But then, now what? Then, this is going to be big. But I intend to guide my viewers through Sciama's History of Britain. That's a 15-hour series. BBC, I think, made it about 15 years ago. It's good. It's very good. I do that partly for myself. I want to revisit it. I think I've watched it all more than once maybe. I want to revisit it. But again, in my mind, my students are now 11th graders. They had me in 8th, 9th, and 10th grade. And some of them I would hope would become English teachers or teachers of the humanities. And if you're going to be an English teacher, I mentioned this back when I was teaching, going through the story of English, that you really, it helps if you know some history of England and Britain. And so I think if you're going to be an English teacher and be well qualified, you should know this history. And this is a way to get it, I think. I'll give commentary as I go. We'll see how it goes. That will be huge. And then for the rest of the year, water. I want to talk about the subject of water from my viewpoint, which will be different, probably a little different from anything I've ever seen. And in Portugal, my friends, my German friends, Thomas and Shirley Hockling, and I are going to travel in Portugal. We'll get there May 20th. We'll arrive there, and for about 2 weeks we're going to travel in Portugal, and it is for the purpose of study, and pleasure, enjoyment and stuff, and study as well. So I'll lead up to that. So there you go. That's what's coming. See you tomorrow, and we'll start on Twelfth Night. Oh, I can show you Twelfth Night here. There's the play. All right, that's what's coming tomorrow. Bye now.